Once you turn on the ESC, the fan will activate, and then turn on your transmitter. The fan will turn off. The ESC has a built-in thermal device that will activate the fan when needed. Okay, you have to be aware the motor or the brushless motor. You have a few in terms of a little clearance. I still am using the stock 13-tooth pinion gear, and once you install this combo, the setting is still on settings on normal. So the original controller or the stock transmitter, the command works well. So once you press this one, it will go forward, and when you press this one, it goes backward. The only thing I didn't notice earlier, that this is technically reverse. That's why I'm getting 50% of the power only. You can see on the early video on the trail testing, and this one, it goes the right direction, but on your setting, on your castle adjustment, this is technically reverse. So what I did is I changed the setting to reverse on motor reverse, and switched the controls back to at reverse to get the 100% forward direction and power settings. So all of them are my settings. You can see the brake is 50%, and the power is low, 100% max power. Earlier it's kind of getting 100% on reverse. Earlier, the original preset of this system. Now, in terms of right now, yeah, motor direction. This originally it was set to normal. Right now, I set it in reverse. And yes, and most of the other settings I didn't adjust anything because I don't technically understand it for now. The power of this system is a little bit too strong for the car, a little bit more torquey, but good thing about this system, you can reduce the punch power or something. You can make it lower. The setting on this one is 3800 kV. If you decided not to go with this route, you can still just buy the Torque Master Sports by Holmes Hobby 540 27 turn. I think it's a good in between speed and torque. After the test run for twice already, it happened twice. After a few splash, the ESC or the switch doesn't work anymore. It's more like it's always on. I did ask from the forums and Facebook. They said, oh, the switch is kind of not as good as any other switch, so you need to either cut it or replace it. But for me, I think it's not the switch is not the issue. It's more on the circuit, because I did run this, but I put the switch on a higher level, or in terms of higher clearance. And after it dries up, the switch works again. So what I did, I used a medicine dropper. I just put around 5 ml of water, drip of water on this area, and it happened again. I did call Castle technical support after 17 minutes of waiting time. The person that I talked to, he told me just put dielectric grease. Currently I don't have it, but I will probably buy one. I don't know which one is the best one. I'll probably put on this circuit, and the sensor switch, and the connector in between here. My advice to any buyer, but I'm not an expert, okay? Before cutting the switch, do the test first, because even though you cut the wire, you never know if there's an arc or a small voltage arc goes to the circuit, even though they said they're okay. But for me, I just want to make sure.